Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. At the United Center, Chicago fans are cheering for their Bulls. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Jaylen Brown. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Giddey goes in. Now Ball. Buzelis with the ball. Now Huerter. Light covering. Chicago needs to get a shot on. Huerter, no good. And here's Boston. Here's Tatum. Count the basket.
Jason Tatum. How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Brown with it. Now guarded by Ball. Porzingis high post. Wide open look. No good that time.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And that one drops for him.
And you'd like to see Buzelis use that size inside rather than just settle for the jump shot.
And Holiday throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Buzelis. Off target with his 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown, good.
Bustling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Pass to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Here's Buzelis. Good on the shot.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
And here is Brown. 5 on the clock. Down low. Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Jaylen Brown.
6 points for Porzingis.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. We're glad they're still together. Stolen by Ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Left side, Horford. Brown feeling out a bit. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Buzelis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Carter for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Boston Celtics.
15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Giddey. Great D that time from Tatum. The Celtics with the lead. A shot off that time. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Sinks the triple. Herter's got 9.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Horford, good.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
To the paint, here's Horton Tucker. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Number 30.
Pass to Horton Tucker.
Sam Hauser.
Carter outside. Williams in the post. And Pritchard pulls it down. Ah, here comes Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Ooh, quick first step by Tatum, then look out.
Over to the left wing. White, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Chicago. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Bulls trail by 4. There's a screen by Collins. To the middle. Out to Carter.
2 minutes.
Outside, White. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Here's Carter. Rebound, Boston.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Back to Collins. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Austin with the ball. Porzingis looking it over. .46 seconds left in the first half. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Big man coming through. I love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they had 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Substitution in the court.
Chicago leading. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
On offense, Ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and get people quality shots.
Brown with it. Pass to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Brown. Shoots over White. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kobe White. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Bulls up 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Vucevic has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls. Tatum no good. Chicago leading by 4. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Vucevic. From downtown. And it's White with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Back to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He can just blow by you so easy.
Now here's Giddey. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Giddey's got his first basket.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Tatum. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Down low. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Pritchard for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectful, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Pass to Pritchard. That's tipped. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. Boston making a switch here. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Brown. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
First personal
I
foul.
love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
He shot 3 of 6 from the foul line. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And the Bulls making a change here. Here's White. No good on the quick three. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Now Brown. 7 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Horford. Second shot opportunity. Smith with some nice D. leading by 11. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Horford, no luck. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Miller. The kick out to Ball. To the middle. Here's Smith. There's Williams with the three. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Bulls lead by 13.
The Celtics, 41.
And 1/4 to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And it's in there.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Celtics.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Herter, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Tatum drives in. Ball's knocked loose. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Turning on the Jets in transition. Ball, excellent job at getting to the right spots in these situations.
Nifty move. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Bulls leading by 14. Pass to Vucevic. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Tatum. Driving inside. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to Giddey. Vucevic trying to get open. Here's Buzelis. Ball from long range. They grab their own miss. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Celtics passing it around. Right side Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The assist.
22 points for Porzingis.
Even though his team is
that
should not be legal. Never seen it.
And how
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Pass to Herter. Those three-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. Tatum gets it inside. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Ball. Now Herter. Buzelis, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Tatum. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Here's Tatum. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Tatum.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Brown outside. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Pass to Brown. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The shot by Buzelis, no good. So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 11. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Horford gets the bucket. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This